in that first ball game of the season.
Colorado. Centeio on the rollout, faces some pressure and tosses as the Tigers go on the road against a Big Ten team for the first time since 1931. And Miami doesn't.
Watching him last week on that opening drive against Vanderbilt, he was terrific.
21 catches for 230 yards in the first two games. This run, Ole Miss, a very intriguing game. Ole Miss, one of the better offenses in the SEC in Tulane, as we saw give Oklahoma a scare very early on. McBride with the grab. He's got a first down. The Rams marching their way into Toledo territory.
They love the play action pass out of 12 personnel, get the quarterback on the move to extend the play, and there's McBride making his first impact on the game.
Rated by Todd McShay as his top draft eligible tight end and number 27 prospect overall for the draft.
The Rock go to a nickel package, bringing that fifth defensive back into the game. When they stay 12 personnel, they leave the linebacker in the game, and he's typically matched up with that tight end, which is kind of a mismatch versus McBride.
Centeio dropped back, looked ahead, saw some.
That's Vince Picozzi as well. Ooh, a little trickeration.
Centeio ends up with the ball again, and they lose a yard, second down and 11.
Got man coverage.
On play action, pressure comes, and the ball is almost.
Now this is the time you want to see where McBride is. He's in motion right here to the bottom of your screen.
He comes across the middle, doing his best Travis Kelce impersonation from last week against the Browns, and he's got the first down.
Just a nice little skinny post by McBride, and there's no doubt that Centeio is looking at him the entire play. He's like, where's 85? I'm going to find 85 right over the middle, and then the extra effort by McBride gets the first down.
Back-to-back 100-yard receiving days for McBride to open the season for the senior from Fort Morgan, Colorado. First down to Centeio. He gets flushed out of the pocket. Defenders converge, and he flips it out of bounds with good coverage downfield on the tight end, McBride.
Take a look at the pressure here coming off the right side. That's 99, DeJuan Johnson. And Mike, I think they double covered McBride on that play, and I'd probably consider double covering him almost every play, especially in passing situations.
It's a handoff for Colorado State, and for Notre Dame, hurt Toledo early and late last week.
Especially in the red zone, Mike.
Centeio on the run. He checks down. His pass incomplete.
Came to play today.
Their head coach, Steve Adazio, said, we started with one of the better teams in FCS. Then we took on an SEC opponent. Now we're going on the road to Toledo.
South Dakota State loss, and they say that's an FCS opponent, right? And yes, it is, but that is a powerhouse there in Billings, South Dakota.
Centeio hit us for Toledo. It's all about relationships in recruiting. And his brother Rex, formerly a quarterback at Syracuse. Bailey tests the left side and makes it.
He's lined up in that little H-back spot in the backfield.
Off to the top of your screen. Centeio might not even have time to look his way. The Rockets rushing, and the throw incomplete.
That'll be the case at some point later in this game as well.
It's that beautiful time of year in northern Ohio where you might need a sweatshirt in the morning and it can still be hot and humid in the afternoon. Centeio runs and he bowls right.
And now a much more manageable here, second down.
Pressure comes from Toledo. Hines got there.
pocket outside. Probably going to roll off to his right-hand side here, Mike.
He's just 4 of 10 through the air, and now make it 4 of 11. Here in week 3 of college football, the Rams of Colorado State have made the long trip from Fort Collins to Toledo in search of their first win of the season. And so far, Dustin, despite their struggles on offense, they've looked the better team.
With this offense, they got to get some chunk plays to get them down the field.
They've certainly been better on the ground than through the air. Ball loose at the end of that play, but the run had been.
He's going to have to settle down in terms of his throws and try to hook up with his top target, McBride. He's open right there.
He rolls. McBride had a window, and Centeo with a scramble toward the first down man for the Rams. Comes in 21 catches, 230 yards in just 2 weeks. Centeo's got some time, and he slings it to the perimeter, incomplete, as he looked for McBride again, who starts this year 58 catches, off first place all time at Colorado State, behind the late Kelly McGregor, the Colorado State legend and the father of our Colorado.
I don't think that I was part of the Penn State crowd.
You're a contrarian. You're a contrarian, of course. Centeo trying to run.
I probably had scarlet and gray on.
They found McBride here on these types of plays. That ball tipped for Centeo. 3 of them were to his tight end, Trey McBride, who had those catches for 32 yards. The other going to E.J. Scott. McBride has his 4th catch of the day. Stretches out to the 16-yard line on the grab.
And just a nice little easy quick out, but it's not enough for the first down. Going to be well short of the line to gain. We'll pick up about 3 yards on the completion.
They use McBride in a variety of ways. We saw an interior pitch to him in the first half as well. They'll line him up out wide. They get into goal line situations. Against a Toledo defense that had 6 sacks against Notre Dame last week, forced 3 turnovers. They bring pressure and force the incompletion. Nate Bauer, the sophomore safety out of Akron, just in 10, Colorado State, where Toledo thought they might have an opportunity to take the lead. Instead, it's right back to defense.
And good defense. Well defense.
Transferring in from Penn State. Second down and 11. Centeo throws to the inside. Second time they've done this with a tight end, McBride, and it pays off in a big way here as he hurdles his way on a run into Toledo territory. Trey McBride, one of the best tight ends in the country, rumbles for 28 yards.
This is the kind of athletic ability that NFL scouts are drooling over. Watch this. Comes across, breaks the tackle right there. Stiff arm, get off me. Another stiff arm, jump out of that tackle, take that, and down the sidelines with the hurdle right here. Great job by McBride.
Here comes Scott, dragging a defender with him. By the way,
thank you. It'll start on the snap.
And after that, they're still right on the edge of field goal range. But they face first down and 25. It worked well for them on the last snap, so they go back to it again and give it to Bailey off the left side for the transfer from Boston College.
As well. Wonder if they have a little bet on the game.
Kareem Hunt, the all-time leading rusher at Toledo.
Back, he knew he was going to have a great career in the National Football League.
That's McBride on the catch across midfield. 3 Rockets escort him out of bounds. Whenever they find him, it's usually a pretty big play.
If they can protect Centeo and he gets outside the pocket, he's going to have some success like this. And of course, it takes 3 Rockets to bring him down. And that was a good throw by Centeo.
He's got time again in the pocket, going down the sideline, and overthrows his 6'4" target, guarded by Samuel Womack, who's led the MAC in passes broken up each of the last 2 years.
And they are just trying to get McBride the football any way they possibly can. 6 catches already on the day. And I like that call on first down. Take a shot. You haven't really stretched the defense at all this entire game, and there's a nice opportunity to take a shot to McBride, who's matched up with a mismatch with the safety, or the corner, excuse me, Sam Womack.
They will put McBride all over. He's set to the right of the formation. They'll set him out wide. They'll give it to him on the interior of the offensive line.
Be right in the slot and coming in motion right now. Looks like you got man coverage.
3rd and 10 as they're outside of field goal range. Centeo throws behind his intended target, Jordan Kress. And they start on the ground with David Bailey. Slips a tackle. It's going for about.
They'll be flying the pirate flag for pulling the upset of a Power 5 school. That's another
first down run for Bailey.
2 back-to-back really nice runs for
17-yard touchdown run. And will help whittle away some clock for the Rams. Especially if he's averaging on a drive.
They hurry up to the line of scrimmage.
That's a huge difference in this game.
No soup for you.
Well, in this case, in this series, it would be come back 2 years after they last played in 2019 for a Toledo win.
Coach Adazio's line needs to step up big time.
They look to pass on 3rd and 1. Down the sideline, incomplete. It was for the tight end, McBride. And now 4th and 1. Surprised they didn't run
Take
there,
a shot. No, I think they knew they were going to go for it on 4th down, Mike, so they figured, why not just take a shot at 3rd and 1? Maybe you catch the defense slipping, and you come back on 4th and 1, and of course, now they're going to go for it. And if I'm Coach Adazio, like, I'm just probably quarterback sneaking this. It was effective in the first half more than once.
The give is up the middle. First wave of pressure was enough to stop Bailey. He's turned away. Turnover on. They've turned it over on downs a couple times. There, the fumble. Here's some trickery from the Rams. Looking to get it downfield for Centeo on the pass, but in danger of having this be a 2-score game. Centeo to the interior for McBride. Toledo getting wise to that. They've seen that now 4 or 5 times today.
I'm a little surprised they didn't go back to David Bailey a couple times on this drive, because his running has been effective. And certainly that last drive, he was getting 6 yards a pop. And you want to keep the clock moving here as well, as you got the 7-point lead. Now you're at a 3rd and 10.
There's pressure. Centeo takes off. The run is good for a first down.
Well, that's what he can do, Mike. He can take off and look at the disparity in rushing yards, 154 to 15.
And the ability to take several minutes off the clock here at worst. Play action. McBride, the tight end, makes the grab. He's upended. First down, CSU.
Great job of play action. And they run the naked boot, right? Fakes the handoff. They get McBride coming back across the formation, and then he's wide open. He's got 2 guys chasing him from behind, and great effort there to get the extra yard for the first down.
John Vivens, the junior from Denver, seizes a couple yards on the run straight up the middle.
Per reception, and we talked about him in the lead of our open, and he has not disappointed, Mike.
He's been remarkable. They continue to find ways to get him open. There was nobody open on that play.
I don't know why they're going to snap it so soon, Mike.
What are they doing? Why are they snapping the ball so quickly? This makes no sense. It is certainly a contradiction of conventional football logic. The clock continues to run on the shovel pass to McBride, but that is a And there's a reason why, to this point, we haven't seen them. And it's all in the interest of player safety, because
that's what you got replay for.
And that's why, too, since the inception of the targeting call, it went from automatic disqualification to
push,
then
Mike.
That disqualification being subject to review. How was that? 6 yards in the first 2 games, and with one more good run, could more than double, or double and then some, his season total. He's got it here, push forward,